Well, hello. Welcome to the joys of coronavirus and family. That's a crying baby in the background. I hope you're doing well today. Just a couple of quick things just to get you ready for class. The first thing is that you will be mostly doing your research for your panel discussion project. Your panel discussion, also known as your research project. If you're wondering, if you don't remember the requirements of it, well, the beauty is you've got it here. Summary of findings, what those findings mean, integration of Christian worldview, and a one-page handout. If you're like, oh shoot, what's that handout supposed to look like? Well, don't worry, I've included my Mr. Seals fancy schmancy handout. Remember, we want to display uncertainty, so doing it handwritten is going to be a delightful way to do that. But things that display the actual data and then also how you unpack that in something that people can have in their hands while you're talking so that they know what you're saying. In addition to that, this week is a threaded discussion week. So, threaded discussion for Marriage is a Gym, due 2/19 is due at the end of the week. And then last thing is I've created your research panels. It's actually worked out pretty well that I was going to have 2 panels of 4. But you'll notice that I just have 3 panels of 2 because your topics kind of went together pretty well. Both Savannah and Elizabeth, or Lizzie, had some things. Both of their research topics had to do with the idea of sex before marriage. And so, Savannah and Lizzie, I would ask you guys to both refine your topics to make sure that you're not double covering things. So, Savannah, since yours is why should we wait, maybe you could talk more specifically about the benefits of doing such a thing. And Lizzie, you can do more like the analytical, statistical lens on the ways it does affect, but making sure that you're not covering the same information. So as you guys both do research, make sure that you're sharing sources to make sure that you're not double dipping and just repeating everything that the other person says when you present. Panel 2 is how parenting. Oh, so panel 1 is marriage and the sex before it. Panel 2 is how parenting impacts marriage. Brianna is going to be taking a closer look at having kids out of wedlock and how that impacts marriage. And Bethany's going to be just focusing generally on parenting styles and how that affects a marriage. And then panel 3 is on marriage outcome predictors. Caleb's going to be doing separation rates between married and cohabiting couples. And then Allison is going to be looking at the age of marriage. Now, you'll notice that 2 things are conspicuously missing here. Steve and Josh, I need your research question to see if I'm going to put you in with one of these topics based on whatever your inquiry is going to lead you to, or if I am going to create a third one with you 2 boys. That's going to be your panel. So the function of these panels is you'll present on the same day, you'll lead discussion together, you'll kind of be like point people as like you can kind of discuss each other's results. Since your information will be kind of connected, it'll be easy to draw connections and have conversation. Now, naturally, everybody will be talking about your presentation, but since you're presenting together, kind of, you're each doing your own individual thing, but you'll be kind of a little bit more versed on how to play off of each other and have conversations about it. So, the rest of this class, you are going to be researching your topic. So, Steve and Josh, step 1 is to do that old assignment, which was to give me your final research question, which I believe was the warm up from last week. And then once you've done that, to get to researching, making your handouts. Some people used PowerPoints for presentations. Other people just read off of their handouts and kind of talked. So it's up to you however you present the information as long as you meet all of the requirements. That's that. Use your time wisely. Our sub will hold you accountable to do so. Adios, amigos.